There has never been a time in her life when Kathy Dagg Mears didn't love to run. Even when her mother disapproved, Kathy found a way to fuel her passion.
Girls don't run. You can ride your bike and your brother can go along with you, but you girls don't run. And it's like, and finally Jed and I, my brother, talked, and I said, Jed, I cannot not run. And he says, okay, you run and I'll ride alongside of you.
But years of pounding the pavement took their toll, and Kathy found herself faced with devastating doctor's orders. No more running. So bad were her knees that she would eventually undergo 4 knee replacement surgeries.
I never really realized as bad as they were till my mom made me go to the doctor, and I got this big lump on the side of my knee all the time. And, he said, you're damaging your knee by running. And I said, okay, well, I won't run fast. I'll just jog or something. Because you just, once it gets in your blood, you can't not do it.
I do remember growing up, and she would always go running, and, we would ride our bikes while she would run. And she would always play racquetball and tennis, and to have all that taken away and told you can't ever do it, that was challenging and was difficult. They didn't know how long, it would last. So I definitely think for a time there was a slump, but she did get back and figure, I'm not going to let this dictate my life and how I live. I'm still going to, I'm going to get back into exercising, get healthy. I'll do what I can.
Friend and former colleague Brenda LeBlanc, herself a National Senior Games medalist in the sport of pickleball, would plant the seed that led to Kathy embarking upon the next chapter in her life.
I get an email from the Senior Olympics saying that this year's Senior Games, a new sport, is power walking. Immediately, Kathy Mears jumps into my mind. I print out the page, and it just so happened that night we had a basketball game. She's a regular at all the home games, so I found her, I handed it to her, and I said, here's what you have to do. Well, then she thought I was like I knew what I was talking about. And she was like, okay, how do I register? What are the rules? And I was like, Mears, all I know is I got this email, and I think you should look into it. Lo and behold, she did, and the rest is history.
First, Kathy had to learn how to power walk. After having decided to register for the 2019 National Senior Games, she had 6 months to do it. Husband Jim helped accelerate the learning curve.
When I was really trying to learn how to actually power walk, because that was the requirements in most of the events that I was going to be in, you have specific rules, and it's always heel to toe, and it's hard for me doing it to look down at my feet and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So he would ride his bike alongside of me and video me. And then we'd go home and watch the video to make sure that we knew that I was doing what I was supposed to be doing.
That's a great word, is precise. Everything was scheduled. There was an orientation to it, and she knew what she was doing, when she was doing it, when it was supposed to happen. And she relayed that on all of us, myself and all of our siblings.
In her first National Senior Games, Kathy won the gold medal in the 1,500-meter power walk in the 70 to 74 age group.
When I crossed the finish line, I didn't even realize that I was way ahead of anybody. I was just moving to move. And when they told the girl that was there marking everybody as she finished, she said, wow, you did a great job. And I said, am I finished? Am I finished? And she said, yes, you're finished. You finished first. You're okay. It was like, because I was just oblivious to just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, she comes back, she's got all these medals, and I'm going, my goodness, what? She won all these power walk things. She just went again this year. Came back with more medals. Oh, she's so competitive.
We went and watched her on her very first one. It was really cool. We surprised her. It was actually really exciting. I look forward to it because you can start competing when you're 50, actually. So I'm like, all right. So I plan on hopefully being able to do that. And, she's still able to compete at that time. It would be neat if we're both doing it at the same time.
Now competing in the 75 to 79 age group, Kathy continues to shine. In the 2021 World Senior Games, Kathy won gold in the 1,500-meter power walk, gold at the 5,000 meter distance, and silver in the 3,000 meter competition.
To have a parent who competes on the level that she does and then have the success and winning the medals that she has, it's a euphoric feeling when you can talk about your parents in that regard and you can brag to others about it. And it's almost comical because when I tell the stories about what she does, how she competes, is I usually get the response of, now we see where you get it from.
We all are competitive, but yes, she is very competitive. She likes to win. I mean, we all like to win first place. Who doesn't? I mean, let's be honest. But, if she gets second or third, hey, you came, you went, you came away with something. We don't always get first, but that doesn't mean you just stop. She continues to push to do better next time.
She's competitive to herself. She doesn't want to compete against other people, but she wants to attain the best goal. She wants to go the extra mile. She wants to realize success, but very humbly does she do it.
We call her a little fitness guru. She goes to the gym every day, then she comes back and she power walks 5 miles. And I said, One day she finally got me to walk because I was walking and she kind of met me. She said, come on and walk with me. She was almost done. I said, okay, because I usually go maybe 3 to 4 miles. I had already gone 2. She made me walk all the way around the lake. It was like 6 miles. I couldn't walk for the next 3 days. She's a kick. She's funny. She never stops.
As a competitive athlete of a certain age, the pride comes from her longevity, and she had to wait a lot of years, 60 years or so, before she could compete against girls her own age, and feel that success, and then set goals, and we have young girls now that take that for granted, and she never will.
You can't sing the alma mater, at least I can't, and not think of Kathy Mears when I sing the end. This is SJA. Kathy is SJA.
Kathy Deg Mears, St. Joseph's Academy class of 1964 and member of the 2022 Athletic Hall of Fame induction class.